Welcome to Private Trip Channel.
Villa Cavrois. In the early 20th century, the Nord was one of the most industrialized regions in France. Roubaix and Tourcoing were then major centers of textile production, so much so that Roubaix became known as the City of 1,000 Chimneys. The Cavrois Mahieu Company, founded in 1865, manufactured upmarket fabrics for Parisian houses. When Paul Cavrois, the owner of this company, decided to build a house for his family, he bought land at a place called Beaumont, a few kilometers from Roubaix. Since 1870, the industrial bourgeoisie has distanced its residences from the factories to benefit from a healthier environment and a better quality of life. The municipality of Croix, on the outskirts of Roubaix, saw imposing bourgeois residences flourish, true little castles, which were characterized by their neo-regionalist style. In this landscape, the silhouette of the modern villa designed by Robert Mallet-Stevens contrasts sharply. The architect designed the Villa Cavrois like a true modern chateau. The residence is a castle by its imposing proportions, a 60-meter-long facade, 2,800 meters to of flooring, and its distribution in two symmetrical wings, heir to the tradition of aristocratic residences of the 17th century. He also designed all the interior furnishings down to the smallest piece of furniture. 3 reasons to visit Villa Cavrois. The restoration, the example of the Hall Lounge. Occupied during World War II, it was converted into barracks by the Germans. Returned to the Cavrois family, the villa was subject to significant changes by architect Pierre Barbe, who, at the request of the owner, divided up the space into apartments for his sons. The decade of neglect between 1987 and 2001 profoundly changed the villa, which rapidly deteriorated. Squatted, it was vandalized and looted for its precious materials. Marble elements were ripped out, campfires burned on the floor, electrical ducts rusted, and masonry splintered. Trees were growing in the stairway of honor. In 2001, the state bought the house and began restoration work. Careful construction over more than 10 years, backed up by historical research and made possible by the expertise of highly skilled craftsmen, enabled restoring the villa to its original state. During the restoration, traces of old paintings were identified. The many colors they reveal could never have been suspected from the black and white photographs that were preserved. The decor designed by Mallet-Stevens refused ornament, but used choice materials whose luxury and careful implementation emphasized the family's affluence. Looted in the 1990s, the villa lost most of its marble surfacing. The restoration included a thorough investigation to reconstruct as accurately as possible the marble inlay from diverse backgrounds: white Italian marble, black Belgian marble, Swedish yellow marble, to present the richness and diversity of the materials used. A material library has been arranged in the wine cellar, displaying the original materials and those designed to be identical for restoration. An upstairs room, the boys' room, was left in its dilapidated state to testify to the tumultuous past of this historical monument. 2. Facade. The Villa Cavrois has 2 facades of imposing dimensions. The more austere north facade evokes the silhouette of an ocean liner. In the south, the facade overlooking the garden works like a theater curtain, erected along the terrace where family members gather. The aesthetics of the villa designed by Mallet-Stevens are modern, yet his plan is in the tradition of a French chateau. The distribution between 2 symmetrical wings, that of the parents on one side and that of the children and servants on the other. The reception rooms in the heart of the main building are extended by the alleys of the park and its water mirror. The horizontal lines are dominant in the silhouette of the villa. They are highlighted by the many terraces and how the brick facing has been handled. While the vertical joints have been made invisible, the horizontal joints are hollowed and painted black. This radical approach to the facing gives unity to the building as a whole. 3. The park. The park surrounding the villa was designed by Mallet-Stevens. Heir to the formal gardens of the 17th century, the park offers, with its alleys and its water mirror, an extension of the lines and dimensions of the villa. In this, it forms a true jewel that magnifies the building. At 72 meters long, the water mirror is an extension of the Great Hall and the circular driveway to the north, too visible from the sky. The water mirror was filled in by the Germans during their occupation of the villa. The renovation of the park, it was unfilled and completely restored. Designed to facilitate the flow of motor vehicles and the dropping off of guests, the circular driveway contributes to the dramatization of the access to the villa. The swimming pond, measuring 27 meters in length, marks the modernity of the property. It responds to a concern for hygiene, health, and sport that characterizes the program of the villa. Visiting the villa will make an impression on any person, even if they are not interested in architecture. At the exit, you will also find a cute gift shop with the logo's souvenirs. Things to know before you go: book skip the line tickets in advance for a hassle-free visit. The entrance to Villa Cavrois is included in the Lille City Pass. Combination tickets are available for Villa Cavrois, the manufactured Roubaix, and the Musée La Piscine Roubaix. Audio guides are available, and a video with English subtitles tells the story of the restoration. Some parts of the villa are wheelchair accessible. How to get there? Villa Cavrois is located in Croix, around a 30-minute drive northeast of downtown Lille. Take the tram from the Old Town Vaux-Lille to the Villa Cavrois stop, from which the villa is about a 10-minute walk. That's all for today. See you in a week at a new interesting tourist destination. So make sure to catch all new videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember that travel expands our worldview and makes us better.